What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I want to first give a shout out to the People's Guild podcast. I've talked about them before. I've actually been on the show once or twice. They're fantastic. Love them. And they just had Yabamat on to talk through a lot of full vision for 2024 and beyond. Actually, it wasn't really full vision, but just more in depth in terms of what Matt has planned, what the team has planned for the upcoming year, at least with the tasks that they've told us about. So, he went heavy into ranked play. He went heavy into a bunch of other things. So right now I'm just trying to plug the podcast. The main focus for this video, so go listen to the podcast episode, but the main focus for this video is something that he mentioned on there, which I had completely forgotten about. And that was the fact that, a long time ago, I think it might have even been while Weirdbeard was still here. So we're talking 5 months ago, maybe, right? Back in September or August, there was a notion of being able to use vouchers as a discount for energy. And what I mean by that is you'd be able to use vouchers and essentially get half off of energy. Well, you've probably seen several other videos that I've posted already talking about this, but the fact is for many leagues right now, right, and especially in Gold League where I play, and I don't know how long this is going to last, but we'll see how things shake out and whenever the new ranked system comes in. But for Gold League, for Silver League, and probably even down in Bronze as well, the amount that you spend per energy versus the amount that you win, as long as you have a 50% win rate, in the long run, you're coming out ahead. And not only that, right, you're earning more SPS than you are burning DEC, but you're also getting more chests along the way, both daily and seasonal chests. So, this is not an exploit per se, as it's really just capped off at 25 extra energy per day and then all of a sudden starts scaling up. But I do think that as we go along and maybe SPS climbs higher, again, even now, it's still worthwhile, right? It was worthwhile when SPS was at 3 cents. It's still worthwhile now. So even as SPS or if SPS starts to go higher, this is something that I think more and more people will start tapping into, meaning that they'll be burning more and more DEC for it. Well, all of a sudden, if we are able to spend vouchers on this, and I don't know what the cost structure for vouchers is going to be or how it's going to work, I'm just looking at the fact that this could be an immediate use case and potential a voucher, major voucher sink, a catalyst for voucher sinks that ends up happening if people realize this in mass. Now, I don't think people are burning a ton of energy burning a ton of DEC for energy right now per se. I've been saying that I wanted to do it. I just haven't gotten around to it because I haven't had a chance to play as much as I've wanted to, but I'm sure many others are. And the fact is, if you're going to reduce the cost in half, using a token that I already get just for staking in the ecosystem, right? Or if the economics of it just make more sense, right? For me to go buy vouchers on the marketplace up to a certain, discount, whatever, and then use that instead of burning DEC. I don't know. To me, that could actually be pretty fantastic and pretty awesome. And so, there's vouchers are something that I'm actually very impressed with the fact that they're staying at around, 4 cents right now. And if we do just a little voucher analysis, we can see that the conflicts, or at least the onset of conflicts, not them themselves, but including the pack purchases that have happened, because that's probably a bigger impact. We've burned about 1 million vouchers over the past week just getting conflicts live, right? Or once we learn about conflicts, and we've sold about 70,000 packs, or maybe even more than that. So it's a significant amount that is happening. Now, obviously, the other catalyst that we could see, which I don't think is going to be as major, at least not. It's not going to be as major on a per case basis, but in aggregate, I think is good. Is the conflicts when you'll be able to essentially pay 20 vouchers to increase or double the chances for a gold flow, right? So when the first conflict ends, there's 4,000 cards, and what is that? So 4,000 times 20 vouchers each, assuming everybody does it, is about 80,000 vouchers, right? Which doesn't seem like a lot because we print 80,000 vouchers in 2 days. But when you go across the entirety of the 9 different, the 9 different conflicts that we'll have, that gets us close to 750,000, maybe even up to close to 1 million, just assuming that the amount of cards increases over time. And so if we're talking about 1 million vouchers, that's not insignificant. We print about 14.6 million vouchers per year. And if just conflicts alone are able to knock out 1 million, right? Or 800,000 to 1 million vouchers. That's significant too, right? But again, I'm kind of digressing here. To me, what I really wanted to focus on was the energy play as being something that when it does come through, and I don't know when or how, or if it's going to happen before the ranks update happens, but if it does come through before then, we already see the economics working in favor. But if you're telling me that the economics for burning DEC for energy are already good, and now you're going to reduce my cost in half with tokens that I'm getting essentially for free, I think that's going to push people even further and hopefully get more vouchers burned or voucher prices increase because people are buying vouchers or both happening. So just wanted to share that with you guys because it was something that I had not thought about in a while, mainly because, after the layoffs last year, we really didn't know what was still on the roadmap versus what was getting tabled or even, put on the shelf indefinitely or permanently. And the fact that Matt mentioned it during that podcast was like, oh, I forgot about that. And the economics are good now, right? Economics weren't as great when SPS was at 1.3 cents, but ever since we've been above 2 cents or at 3 cents, it's been really good. Right? It's been really good, especially in the lower leagues. And if we can start to incentivize people at the higher leagues, right? So, in Champion, I think it's like 500 DEC. If all of a sudden you can get half off using vouchers, boom, we might just start churning through vouchers very, very quickly, which is very exciting to me. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm hoping that we get to see this at some point in Q1. I mean, I'm hoping we get to see it sometime next month, ideally, just since, Matt had mentioned it. But again, there's no time frame. There was nothing. If you go listen to the podcast, it's not like any time frame was given. It was just kind of mentioned offhand as one of the things that they wanted to do. So, but that is all I have. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.